Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shower Thoughts. This is like episode 5 or something, so if you don't know about this series, it's pretty self-explanatory. Shower Thoughts. Just say the things I think about in the shower. So, yeah, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe for more, because I do these, like, very occasionally. And, yeah, also, add my Snapchat, please. You know, I don't know a lot of inbred people, like people with incest within their family, but, you know, I feel like whenever I do, or I see one on social media or something, it's either, like, comedic, because it doesn't really impact them, or it's just absolutely disastrous, you know? Like for example, like, you know, no examples, I don't really know any inbred people, but I feel like whenever I meet one, it's like, oh yeah, my grandparents are related, and it doesn't really affect me in any way, it's kind of funny, haha. Or, they're like a Black Ops 2 zombie, you know, just like screeching and like can't even form like coherent sentences, and they're the Whitakers or whatever from like West Virginia. And I'm just like, dude, where's the in-between? You know, I've never been like, there's never been a dude who's like inbred, you know, and like, his arm or his leg just like hurts a lot because, you know, the incest got to him, got to his leg, the incest got his leg. I don't know how that shit works, but like, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's never in between. It's either like, yeah, you're completely normal, you just happen to have some incest in your family, or Black Ops 2 zombie, you know? Crawler from Left 4 Dead, you feel me? Like, I don't know. You know, this one is kind of obvious. One might even say the elephant in the room, because that exact saying, you know, I feel like certain sayings, such as the elephant in the room, are so good, because they really do make sense, because if there's a elephant in the room, you're gonna address that shit, you know? You're not gonna, it's like, yeah, because like, if you really think, it's like, when you say the elephant in the room, you mean something that's like obvious, something that you have to address. And let's take it in the literal sense. If you were to walk into a room and you saw a elephant, you can't miss it, dude. You would have to address it. So like, addressing the elephant in the room is a good ass saying, you know? And like, when you really think about it, there's some bangers out there. Like, you guys don't hold your horses, right? Like, oh, stop that, chill out. You know, you would think like, oh, horses, nay, blah, 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 they're all crazy trying to race, whatever. No, bro. When you say hold your horses, you're telling someone to be stable, because stables hold horses, bro. You see what I mean? There's some bangers out there. Be there or be square. You know, I always thought that just rhymed. But no, bro, because if you're not there, you're not around. So you can't be a circle, you gotta be square, because squares aren't around, you feel me? Absolute banger. You know, a lot of people say you got too much dip on your chin. You know, that really makes sense, because sometimes you really got too much dip on your chin. Nobody likes too much dip. Ooh, I got a good one for you guys, all right? Break a leg, you know? I always thought that was like, because if you say good luck to someone, you know, that's inherently bad luck, saying good luck to someone, so you say break a leg, because obviously no one wants to break a leg. No, all right? You say break a leg before someone goes and acts for a show or a play or whatever, because if they break a leg, they're gonna end up in a cast. Do you feel me? Like a cast that's in for a show, and a cast when you break your leg. Oh my god, that's a banger, bro. The English dictionary is beautiful. You also got like the really obvious ones, like, oh, he wears his heart on his sleeve, you know? Because, and then that one's a banger because, you know, your heart really is not supposed to be on your sleeve, you feel me? Like, and it's like if your heart's on your sleeve, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna face the consequence.